SRA 111, Introduction to Security and Risk Analysis, Spring 2017, Group 7, The Fearless 5, exploring the question, what are the implications of an insider cyber attack on the government to our national security? What can we do to prevent them? By Cory Ziller, Melanie, Campos, Summer Morgan, Oliver Qian, and Amy Bogan. The Pentagon estimates that the United States faces approximately 10 million cyber attacks a day. More than 2/5 of these cyber intrusions documented by federal agencies in 2016 attempted to permeate firewalls, connect to U.S. networks, and breed malicious code. Cybersecurity professionals are uncertain of the exact number of daily invasions due to their exponential increase. Fortunately, the intelligence community has specific security measures in place to protect external threats to governmental assets. However, no matter how many safeguards are in place, a security system is only strong as its weakest link. What if the bad guy isn't bad at all? What if the intruder is from within? In recent years, external cyber attacks have made headline news, attacking businesses, organizations, and governments alike. What is not fully understood by organization leaders, even today, is that some of the biggest risks to their assets come from insider threats. An insider threat is a malicious attack perpetuated on a network or computer system by a person with authorized system access. The most infamous example of an insider attack is Edward Snowden. Snowden, a former intelligence community officer, in mid-2013 leaked approximately 1.5 million documents regarding the NSA and some of its most classified surveillance programs. Snowden had worked undercover for the CIA and had access to some of the most sensitive information in the intelligence community. He exposed some of this sensitive information because he felt that the surveillance of the United States government was partaking in was unacceptable and unconstitutional. This breach of classified information was extremely detrimental to the intelligence community and spurred a negative viewpoint from the general public. The very agencies that serve to protect them are spying them unlawfully. However, what Snowden did put our country at risk by exposing valuable intelligence. Actions such as Snowden's are punishable by law. The Federal Law 18, Section 798, protects the United States against any detrimental disclosure of information pertaining to the intelligence activities of the United States. Breaking a law like this puts a person at risk for forfeiture of property as well as a prison sentence. Illegal acts like Snowden's have far-reaching implications in the intelligence community, let alone society. Now more than ever, government employees and leaders such as yourself need to be informed on these issues as well as the laws and policies in place in order to prevent data breaches in the future. Currently, there are few ways that the United States government is trying to prevent such insider attacks. For example, the United States employs the Database Management System, or DBMS. This is a system used to detect anomalous activity that can indicate signs of extraction of information. Another example is the lightweight media forensics for insider threat detection, which uses disk-level storage behavior such as file types or sensitive data to detect an insider threat. Lastly, the National Insider Threat Policy was put into place under President Obama, which requires each federal agency to create a set of basic safeguards against internal betrayals. Under the new Trump administration, Dan Coats was recently appointed to the Director of National Intelligence, and he hopes to continue to build a security level to lessen the threats of insider attacks. This includes safety protocol that allows limited access for individual users, in addition to an elevation of privacy policies that allows government employees access to information on a need-to-know basis. These laws are not enough, though, to prevent insider attacks altogether. There needs to be heightened awareness and accountability in the government in each sector of the intelligence community. First and foremost, government agencies can curtail the effects of insider threats by adopting comprehensive and simpler insider policies that everyone can understand, not just IT specialists. These set of hallmark rules need to apply to every level and every person in the agency, specifically what an individual is able to do and not do in the case of mask attack or an oversight. Additionally, a governmental agency can be extra cautious in the hiring process when interviewing a new analyst. By issuing extensive background checks, being vigilant of inaccuracies on resumes, and asking specific questions targeting people's ethics and integrity will help to further these protections. Furthermore, these government agencies need to be more upfront about their surveillance on any and every electronic interaction within the agency. Third-party inspection teams can be implemented to survey and keep watch of activities within the agency to keep insider attacks at bay. Finally, if you see something, say something. Meaning if you see something suspicious going on with a coworker, say something to management. In conclusion, internal breaches are a scary thing in our society. They can cause our lives to be in danger as classified information is leaked by those we trust most. Through the implementations of more vigorous insider policies, constant proactive supervision, and more stringent hiring process in the intelligence community, we will be able to deter and maybe even prevent insider threats from occurring. We must act strategically and boldly now to safeguard the United States from harm in the future. As former President Obama once said, the challenges posed by threats like terrorism, proliferation, and cyber attacks are not going away anytime soon. And for our intelligence community to be effective over the long haul, we must maintain the trust of the American people and the people around the world. We must come together as an intelligence community to protect our country against external and internal threats in our ever-growing cyber world.